me a favor and turn that off?
Nope.
Because now you're interfering in the investigation.
I do not have to provide identification.
See, that one you do.
Am I suspected of a crime?
I asked for an ID.
I understand you asked for it.
Look up the statute.
It's not my job. It's not my job to quote the law. It's your job to know the law.
I need to see your ID.
No, you do not, officer.
I need to see your ID.
You do not.
I need to see your ID.
No, you do not.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's story was submitted by a viewer named Mark. Note that this video was filmed between 2009 and 2010, when Mark was in his early 20s, long before videos like this became popular. It wasn't common to film the police, as the proliferation of cell phones with cameras was in its infancy. It was also far less common for your average citizen to understand their rights, and flex them in the presence of law enforcement. Mark wasn't and is not an auditor, and this video has never been shared publicly until now. In the video, Mark was living with his fiancée and another couple had moved in with them. The house was rented with Mark and his fiancée's name only on the lease. A civil dispute arose between the other tenant and his employer, which prompted a response from a Volusia County Sheriff's deputy. Mark, his fiancée, and roommate are now arriving home with groceries and see the deputy in their driveway. Mark immediately begins recording.
Hi.
Talk to you over there. Just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I talk to you right now?
And can you give me just a moment?
Yeah, you can put it right there, and I need to talk to you. I gotta see what the hell's going on. Alright, you go inside the house. I'm going to right behind you.
Yeah, but that's my house, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't enter that house.
Mark's roommate has agreed to speak with the deputy once he puts his groceries down, but the deputy says he will follow him into the house. Mark tells the deputy that it is his house and that he did not want the deputy inside. Without a warrant, exigent circumstances, or expressed consent that he may enter the home, the deputy has no lawful authority to follow his roommate inside. In the event this was a criminal matter, things might be different, but this was a civil matter between a man and his employer. Absent of a crime, Mark was well within his right to deny the deputy entry. Mark's roommate brings his groceries inside, and Mark's fiancée stops the deputy at the door. Seconds later, the roommate exits the home, but the deputy now ignores him and brings his focus to Mark solely because he is recording, claiming that he is interfering with his investigation.
That was easy, wasn't it?
That's easy.
That was easy. That was easy.
Can you do me a favor and turn that off?
Nope.
Because now you're interfering in the investigation.
I'm not an interfering officer. I have every right to record you. Please look up the law. I'm on my property, and you are a public officer acting in the public's interest.
I thought that's his property.
No, it's my house. You want to look at the lease? It is my house. No, sir. I do not have to provide. I do not have to provide identification.
See, that one you do, because I need to verify now. I could do a property check.
Do a property check.
No,
I don't own the house. No, you don't have to see my ID.
I'll take care of you.
The deputy threatens to take care of him later and leaves to discuss the civil matter with the involved parties. A few minutes later, the deputy returns to speak with Mark again.
Stay right there. Is this car registered to you?
Yes, sir. Well, I think it's in my wife's name, my fiance's name. Why do you need to see my driver's license? Am I suspected of a crime?
Like you said.
Am I suspected of a crime?
I asked for an ID.
I understand you asked for it. No, you asked. I can decline a question, can I not? Are you ordering me to give you my ID?
I'm asking.
You're asking, exactly.
As tell make, I'm asking you nicely.
Right.
I could run the tag and then
Please
find
do.
out.
Please do.
I prefer for you just to let me see your ID.
I know you would prefer that, but it is my right to decline your request.
Once the law, you want to look it up? You know what? Look it up real quick. Look up the statute.
It's not my job. It's not my job to quote the law. It's your job to know the law.
Apparently you don't know, so I need to see your ID.
No, you do not, officer. You do not.
I need to see your ID.
No, you do not need to see my ID. Am I suspected of a crime? You came to my property. I didn't say you couldn't talk to me. I'm asking you if by law I have to provide my identification. No, I do not. Please
ask for it.
Not on my. No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes,
Am I suspected of a crime? It does matter. It does matter. If the Constitution says the Constitution of the United States.
If you knew the statute.
Do you know it? Quote it to me.
Yes, I do. I don't have to quote it.
You asked me to.
Ma'am, ma'am.
See, you're bothering me, who has nothing to do with this.
No, I need to ask.
I have nothing to do.
You're here?
It's my house. Of course I'm here.
Okay, I see it. Hey,
see?
do me a favor. Come over here real quick.
How about you calm that down instead of bugging me? I don't have to give you my identification.
Yes, you do. pick up at?
Why do I have to provide you my identification, officer? Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just because you can ask me to do anything you want. It's not a lawful request.
Okay, so may I see your ID?
Right. May you see? And I say no. That's a question, not an order. You can't order me.
I'm asking you for your...
You're asking.
I'll get it.
You're asking. You're not ordering.
And I saw you driving, so do you have a valid license?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's take care of this the other way. One out there.
Do you have... Go ahead, call it in.
One by name and Florida 28. You're causing a disturbance?
She's causing it. She's causing a disturbance, officer.
Both parties.
So why do you talk to him and not her? You're telling him to come up here. You don't know her name. So where's... Did you get her identification?
One by name and one by number.
Did you get her identification? Oh, sorry. Did you get her identification? Okay. Well, then you said you didn't know her name. Which is it?
That's Sierra Kilo X-ray.
Exactly.
0 Tango.
Hey, can you bring me a drink, please?
And for your information, I don't have it written down. I can call it in. Okay.
That's fine. I don't understand. I understand.
Eventually, the deputy gets tired of his own circular reasoning and Mark exercising his rights and decides to run the license plate, acting as though this was a win. But the car wasn't even registered in Mark's name. Towards the end of the interaction, the deputy admits that it was a civil matter, but still holds to the false presumption that Mark was required to provide his identification.
That's between y'all.
Exactly. It's a civil matter.
Say again?
I said it's a civil matter, not a criminal matter.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I know a little bit, right?
Yeah, but
Right. Right.
Being detained, correct?
Did I have to provide it to
I
you?
was going to talk to you. Yeah, you do.
I'm done.
Back to the chapter. Yeah, we're done now. Oh, no.
Yep, thanks.
Yep, and I'll be back for you.
After the encounter, the deputy sat on the side of the road for about 45 minutes watching the house, and there was no further interaction. Mark admits that he was somewhat scared to file a complaint or follow up with the incident, but at least now, his experience will help educate tons of people that unless an officer has reasonable articulable suspicion or probable cause, you do not have to identify yourself. Another important takeaway is to get a dash cam and to use your cell phone to record all of your interactions with law enforcement and other government officials. You can check my links down below for dash cam recommendations. Mark does not have a channel of his own, so feel free to leave him your praise or critique down below. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a video you'd like to submit for review, use the link in the description or pinned comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for future content. And remember to like, share, and comment down below of what you think of this interaction. It really helps the channel. If you enjoy our content, try our other channels, Lackluster Limited for criminal psychology content, and The Odd Side for paranormal videos. Shirts and other merchandise are available at the Teespring store. Memberships start at just $1 if you'd like to help further support the channel and get a slick Lack logo next to your name. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All links are down below.